I would jizz on her face while kissing you.
I
Wow.
would probably punch you in the face.
We are live. Welcome to Mad Dodge
shit.
Productions. Thank you,
Pull my
Quiet.
wiener!
Thank you,
Pull
Quiet,
on
for
my
that
wiener!
introduction. Wow. Anyway, this is the Redeye stream.
Balls like a boppin'.
We're a wee bit early tonight, but who cares? Fuck it. It's my channel. And we have no real topics. Wolf Shot, you want to go ahead and shout out your channel real quick before we start talking? Or not. Hey, Benny, what's your Twitter?
It's Zep Benny97.
Quiet, what's your Twitter?
I'm a big screwball, all one word. By the way, I offend a lot of people. I get blocked a lot, so don't worry about me.
No, Quiet. No, Quiet. You get me blocked a lot. Anyway, moving on.
I really do.
Hey, Pirate, what's your channel, buddy?
What's up, guys? It's the Pirate Nation. And, everybody just kind of dropped out.
No, it was quiet again, and now Benny's going to come back and bitch at me. Just
well, what's up, cunts? We're doing everything we can to get shadow banned tonight. Fuck you, Google. Fuck you, YouTube. Let's just all eat a big bowl of shit.
Why does your internet suck?
Here's my intro.
It's because they're doing a lot of construction. I literally can't take a shower at the moment the water turns off.
That's hot.
For once, I'm not connected to Quiet.
Well, and for Benny or anybody who wants to blame me, I went the whole stream with the Piper report earlier today without anybody dropping out. So it is not me. It is not me. Fuck off, Benny.
It's you.
No,
I blame you.
Totally me. I take offense to that.
So we're gonna be talking about music and shit.
Like, I don't know shit about music.
No, like bands and shit, not like playing an instrument, you fucking queer.
Well, I mean, you're a lesbian. Why are you calling me a queer? Are you
because she can. It's for the rules. Like, they're allowed to call us names like that. But we're not allowed to say them back, or we get shadow banned on Twitter. No, I'm not salty at all.
Oh my god,
not salty.
It's not a big deal, though. It's not a big deal.
All right, first off, I get a faggot pass. All right.
Do you go down like when you register to vote? Do they have the faggot pass registration also?
Yeah,
that would be cool.
No, it's white privilege.
Yeah, you get your white privilege card at the DMV.
You get pushed to the back of the line every time. That's white privilege. Doesn't matter if you're gay, if you're white. You just get shoved to the end.
Did anybody watch Milo's interview with Romy Millennial? I thought it was actually quite good.
No, I would have loved to watch that.
I need to watch it.
No, I don't care about Milo.
We know. Shut up. What do you think about Ben? You never talk about Ben Shapiro.
I don't like him either. I don't really like any political pundit.
Wolf's an anarchist.
No, I'm not. I am not.
No,
an anarchist.
she's just
you heard it here first. Wolf is an ANCAP. She's more ANCAP than me.
No one could be more ANCAP than you, motherfucker.
How can you be anarchist and capitalist at the same time?
Simple. All you have to do is pull my wiener. You'll get the answer.
Dude,
it's like, it's like sucking your cake and eating it too, man.
Just saying, I'll suck his dick. But at the same time, Mad, how can you be anarchist and capitalist? Capitalism is rules.
No, anarchist. Wait a minute. Anarchism is a minus of government, right? It's taking away the government and having it locally ran.
Capitalism, anarchism is no laws.
Stop. Capitalism is an economic policy. So you can't have both. We're talking about a government policy, a political philosophy, and an economic philosophy. They can be merged. There is such a thing as an ANCAP. I am not one. As much as you people want to say I am not one. But Mr. Dapperton is one, and he gives a great case for why he believes that it's a better philosophy. I don't necessarily agree with him all the time, but he gives a good case.
This is a great
that's the sad thing. Oh, sorry, Pirate.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I like all the bands you guys are mentioning. I love ANCAP. That's a great band. They make some good autistic screechy music.
Okay, you want to talk about bands, Pirate? Did you grow up listening to Metallica?
We're not
also?
going.
No, you guys can finish. You guys can finish your conversation.
No,
go for it.
I will finish this shit and put the
You're like the
kibosh on this
Highlanders.
debacle.
Can only be one.
Well, no, it's messed up. Okay, so anarchy. No law, no justice, nothing. Just dog eat dog. Capitalism.
No, it's no government control. It's no government control, not no laws. They're not saying that the local community can't have laws. They're saying that there is no reason to have a federal government breathing down your neck. There is a difference in the philosophies.
No, government in general. There is no rule to anarchy. No, we can do whatever we want.
In ANCAP society would... everybody disappeared. Okay, so an ANCAP society would form together on a local level, and they would have a semblance of a government. It would be somewhat like a government, just on a localized level. It wouldn't be a federal or a state government if Mr. Dapperton or Adam Kokesh had their way. That's not necessarily true.
No law. Look up anarchy.
Yeah, but when you practice it, when you're putting it from theory into practice, there is no way you're not going to have no law, because then you can't work. You can't leave. You can't work anywhere because you have to be home with a gun. That's not how it would work. You would hire somebody to protect you, kind of like a government does now.
So
it would just be really local.
You have no law. No law. Whatsoever.
And don't say you. I am not in ANCAP. I am not arguing for anarchy. I want to scale the government back to the Constitution. That's not anarchy. And it wasn't
that
anarchy.
would be great, but at the moment we're talking about, at least I was, and anarchy means nothing.
Okay, well, if you had it...
Want to shoot someone in the face?
No,
anarchy.
See, okay, we'll entertain that idea. We'll say that you're right. Okay, at that
Show
point,
me one piece of evidence
quiet.
At that point, anarchy.
At that point, it would immediately go from anarchy to something else, because the void would be filled. Some other government, some other political philosophy would fill the void. Anarchy is burn everything down and start over, right? Well, what are you going to start with?
Anarchy is no rules. Let's just go willy-nilly, shoot people in the face.
No, Adam Kokesh.
Yeah. What you just described, Matt, was more like socialism. Burn it all down and start it. That's more like socialism.
Thank you, Pirate. I knew.
What I'm saying is, if his definition of anarchy compared to mine, in his, there would be an empty void. Something would fill it, like socialism. Yeah. Socialism or monarchy or dictatorship, something would fill this empty void. What I'm saying is limit the government back to a local level, and nothing needs to fill the void. The void isn't empty. You have your communities forming together and creating their own societies. I don't see how that's such a bad thing.
Oh my God. It's like someone never thought of a democratic republic.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez,
it's almost like somebody doesn't really do that anymore. And it's more of a presidential dictatorship along with the Supreme Court. Oh, yeah. I could
shut
do
up,
that
Mad.
kind of thing
Just
too,
shut up.
Wyatt.
You're wrong.
I'm really confused because
just
the judicial
wrong
branch
does not make me wrong.
That
makes me wrong in your eyes. It doesn't make my
the
ideas
Constitution decides wars.
Does it? Does anybody even follow the Constitution anymore? Isn't that
you know what
problem?
anarchy is? It's the absence of government and absolute freedom of the individual regarded as a political ideal.
Which is why I'm not.
It's a state of disorder due to absence or non-recognition of authority. That is what anarchy means.
Yeah, and it would make a void, and it would be filled by something else, a different political philosophy.
Mad, I can tell you from personal experience, I used to call myself an anarchist and believe that anarchy was our best option because, you know, there was just a point in time where things just kind of looked hopeless for the government and everything. I was like, you know what, fuck it all. We don't need it anymore. That's a childish way to think, and I believe that is a childish ideal. And that's why I had that ideal when I was so young, thinking that was our best option. But yes, the main premise of anarchy, Mad, is that there is no law, no rule, nothing whatsoever. It is everybody for themselves. Fuck you.
It's more of a philosophy than it is an actual. Because there's no fixed doctrine. There's no nothing.
You can fixate on the definition of anarchy, but you're not addressing my points because I'm not arguing for anarchy. I'm saying if there was anarchy, something else would fill the void because it's an
mom would fill the void.
It's an unattainable state of a political situation. It's not going to work at all.
Of course.
And I know that. And you know that I know that. And you're kind of painting me as an anarchist here. You can't put me in that corner because I'm not one.
No. I don't think anybody's trying to paint you as an anarchist. I think we're trying to argue that you can't like I thought the argument was still that you can't be like for anarchy and capitalism all at the same time. Like the name ANCAP, right?
Okay, well on that point, then you're probably right. Maybe I'm getting a little distracted. I am irritated about earlier that 24-hour thing fucking pisses me off. But so you don't think Mr. Dapperton has a right to call himself an ANCAP? You think he's more of just a pure libertarian or what?
No, I think his name is a contradiction. That's what I think. I think his title is a contradiction. If he is calling himself an ANCAP person, like whatever that is, that's a contradictory title to be.
It's not only contradictory, but it is oxymoronic. No, we want no rules. Capitalism.
I mean, I get what they're trying to say. You know, they don't want a federal government; they want a local rule. But that's that's not anarchy.
So what about people that call themselves minarchists, like Adam Kokesh? What do you think about people like that? Do you know who
call themselves a what?
What?
Minarchist.
Minarchist?
Faggot shit to me.
Yeah, minarchist. Have you never heard of that term?
No. What the fuck is a minarchist?
All right. Okay, I'll throw it in the side chat. Give me a minute, you guys. What's your favorite bands? Me growing up, my favorite band was Metallica growing up. Now it's like Leonard Skinner and some of the older stuff. But
it's a so minarchism is a libertarian political philosophy which advocates for a particular variety of minimal state that acts only to enforce a universal framework of natural and legal rights essential to the functioning of a free marketplace and economy and culture. Okay, so a fucking ANCAP.
Well, wouldn't that be a more proper term for it? Because you're saying that ANCAP is an improper term. Wouldn't minarchist be the more proper term?
A minarchist is just as retarded as an ANCAP.
You can have your own beliefs, Wolf. Okay? You can think they're as retarded as you possibly want. That is not the question. That is not the question being posed.
Anarchy
the question being posed is that a better definition than an ANCAP?
It's all stupid.
Minarchist.
It's all stupid.
Why? Why does it have to?
Oh my God! They
at all?
They rely heavily on Malamin say. Oh my God! Hold on. They don't. Oh my God! Stop it. No.
It's still mixing a part of the word anarchy in there. They're trying to come across as somewhat like as an anarchy, and that's not what they fucking are.
You can't be.
So they're comparing government to murder or
and
rape.
A political party.
They're comparing government force to murder and rape. Damn fucking right they are.
So disgusting.
Yeah,
we
government
don't
force
like
is so
political
disgusting.
parties. Let's make an anarchist
Government
party.
force is disgusting. They come in because you didn't pay taxes. They shoot your dog and scare your children with flash grenades. Yeah, I would attribute that to a crime. If I came into someone else's house and shot their dog and threw in fucking flash grenades because I thought they owed me money, I'd go to prison.
Jesus Christ, man. Anarchy doesn't give a fuck about that. Capitalism is totally about law. Where are you
Minarchists
going?
are stupid.
Mad, what I'm reading about minarchy here, it's about the equivalent of a big group of atheists getting together to form a church that's focused on hating religion. Okay, it's like it's absolutely fucking stupid.
A church about anti-religion. That's.
I'm sorry to tell you.
Well, that's nice. I still think government force is wrong. I mean, literally. There you go. At least quiet's back. You dumped everybody else out. But no, I'm not calling myself a minarchist either. I was asking about Anno Kokesh, who might run for president, and
he's going to get really far.
I don't even know that fucker, so he can do what he wants.
He served in Iraq 3 times and was.
I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care. He ain't getting far.
Iraq
those troops that you say that you care about so much, he was one of them. And he led the Veterans for Ron Paul movement in 2008.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit about Ron Paul, nor do I give a shit about minarchism or fucking libertarian bullshit. I don't care. Therefore,
what part of independent is it where you actually look at other political philosophies?
I have. That's why I'm independent. I don't ascribe to a political party because I've seen it all.
You read 2 sentences and say they're idiots. That doesn't sound very open-minded. It doesn't sound very independent.
Who the fuck said I was open-minded, though?
Fucking, independent. I don't give a fuck what people say. I didn't even vote for Trump, but at the same point, still rooting for him. Independent is the best goal. No voting for the independent. One only cares about or Republican.
Sorry, there was a big pause. I had to throw vodka in there because you paused so long. And Wolfshot,
okay.
I meant no offense, Wolfshot. I'm just saying, when somebody calls themselves an independent, usually that means they look at all the sides of the argument.
And I have.
You
know how many times I've had this argument before? I know that I would not do well in a libertarian fucking party. Or a Republican party, or a Democrat party, or a fucking fascist party, or a socialist party. That's why I'm independent.
If it was true independence, you would actually lean towards libertarian. I'm just saying.
But also, Mad, like if she had such an issue, like such a big issue with your ideology that she just discriminates against anybody who calls themselves a libertarian, why would she be your friend as well? She doesn't.
Oh, no.
I know she's going.
I meant no disrespect at all. I was just saying, if somebody tells me they're independent, I think they look at all the sides of the argument. Like, they're in the middle and they just want to choose which argument they agree with, not necessarily a person or a party.
No, independent is more of a, let's look at every policy instead of Because if you look at most Democrats, they're like, oh, this is a Democrat, let's vote for them. And then there's a Republican, and they're like, oh, let's vote for them. It's not a thing. If that was a thing, no one... I'm backing you up here. Me to help. I can mute myself, and you can do your own shit.
No, quiet. Go ahead. I was just saying, I thought you were trying to argue with me, and you were, like, saying everything I said. That's all.
I know. God damn it. I'm done. Let's see what
all right.
Quiet.exe has stopped working.
Please reboot.
Since we weren't here to talk politics and you guys wanted to talk music, Pirate, it was your idea. What bands did you grow up listening to? Personally, my mom really liked Metallica, Bon Jovi, stuff like that, Poison. That's the stuff I grew up listening to.
You know, George Washington was an independent.
Jovi, I love that guy.
I've grown up with a bit of everything. I got really burnt out on country at a young age because my mom was a huge avid country fan. And so, like, you know, that nowadays I just don't like anymore. But growing up, yeah, Metallica was one of my bands growing up. Green Day was a pretty big one when I was younger. Chevelle, Tool. Yeah. That's
oh my god, I love Tool. I haven't heard them being brought up in a while.
Oh yeah, and Breaking Benjamin, that was another one that I was really big on when I was young.
Don't know them.
Love them.
I'll look them up.
I do love them. You do know them or you don't know them?
Don't. I'll look them up.
Benjamin? Oh, dude, yeah. You could look up their like most famous song, "The Diary of Jane," and see how you like that, I guess.
Oh, I know that one. So yeah,
you do. Why'd you tell me you don't know who they are then? You're so confused and quiet, I swear, man.
I know the song, I didn't know the band. My bad.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I'm a stoner, man. You gotta be a little more simple for me.
All right, Wolfshot, how about you? What bands did you grow up listening to?
What bands did I grow up listening to? Like, how old?
I don't know. I just threw out the bands that my mom listened to that I grew up, all through my childhood listening to. So I
grew
guess
up with like Kiss, Ozzy, Black Sabbath, fucking Pink Floyd. Patsy Cline, Hank Williams.
Oh man, again, they all dropped out again. Okay, quiet. I know you can't hear me right now, but you're a dick. Stop making all my guests drop out, damn it, quiet. All right, Benny, you're back. What bands, you're younger than us, I think. So what did you grow up listening to?
Well, some AC/DC, Leonard Skinner, Led Zeppelin, Beatles. I really grew up on like a lot of, a mixture of everything, really.
Oh, that's surprising. I figured it'd be like newer music because you're younger than we are.
No.
Oh man, Skinner and shit. Yeah, I dig that even now.
I listened while I was in high school and still today. System of a Down, Gwar. There's one bitch in general that I'm totally blanking on the name of. Hold on. Continue talking while I look this up.
Quiet, we would have been friends in high school. We definitely would have been friends in high school.
I would have shoved you guys in lockers in high school. No, I'm kidding.
I was about to say, man, like I was the little angry Irish like kid that drank all the time. So yeah.
You just got me out of
probably would have
muting
been kicking it,
myself.
man.
I would have fucked you up.
We would hide the
Boxing,
vodka in the
jiu-jitsu.
dugouts at the school dances, and then we'd just go outside to the dugout and
my
get
God,
all fucking
dude.
smashed, and then go back into the dances. Yeah.
Yeah, you would have lost. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude, I don't know if I could fit your fat ass into a locker. No, I'm kidding. Quiet.
No, you really couldn't.
Everybody
because
nails
I
me so
headbutt
hard all
and
the
hit
time.
the
I
throat.
figure I have to fight back a little bit. So yeah, just picking on you a little bit quiet.
Feel free, no problem.
So nobody here likes newer music, huh? Like, what do you define as newer music?
Okay, Karen Olsen. That's who I was trying to think of. Sorry, I had to go to Google. I totally forgot about her.
That's cool.
Anyway, she's awesome. Anyone that's watching this, look up Karen Olsen.
Well, Pirate, to answer your question, the newer music I listen to is like Moccasin Creek, Up Church a little bit, The Lax. It's all like hip hop type shit, which is like a newer genre. Like Shooter Jennings and Struggle Jennings. He just got back out of prison, so he's doing new music. Yellow
Hip-hop
Wolf.
is not a newer genre. That's been out for a long time.
Well, the music, the songs I'm talking about are brand new. Like, I keep up with their YouTube. So that when they put out new shit, I hear it right when it comes out.
Okay. I mean, I can attest to listening to Tyler, the Creator, for a little while when he happened, but I kind of fell off that train. What the fuck? Quiet. Stop sending pictures. Distracting me.
It was
We don't want your
first one. Jesus Christ. So
yeah, but it was a redhead. Pirate loves them redheads. You messed up.
Everyone loves redheads. They're rare.
Well, that's why my daughter's going to be a nun. Because she's a little redhead. So, I may be an atheist, but she's going to go to Catholic school and go to a nunnery. I'm going to make sure of it. I'm going to drop her off myself.
I'm okay with everything until the nunnery.
Like, I don't know if you really want your daughter being a nun, because it's not a fun life. Doesn't seem like.
Yeah, but me having to shoot guys doesn't sound fun either. I'll end up in prison. You know what I mean?
Then don't fire your weapon at people.
Get a fucking farm and bury them out in the middle of fucking nowhere where no one's gonna find them. There you go. Problem solved.
Feed them to the pigs. I mean, I would never do anything
grow
like that.
up. Jesus Christ. Nuns have a very difficult time.
Oh, man. Quiet. You're killing me, dude. Killing me. What the fuck? Alright, guys. There's only one person watching, so just wait a second. They'll be right back. I don't know what I can ramble on about right here. Oh, there's Pirate at least. Alright, thank you. You rescued me.
So
Streams by myself because I can't ramble for an hour by myself. So when all of you guys drop out, I'm like, oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh no, it's a one-man show.
Yeah, dude, like stop broadcast. I'll just wait till they come back.
Well, I was gonna see if anybody like actually listens to like hardcore metal. Do you?
What do you consider hardcore metal? Because like growing up, my friends loved Slipknot and shit, and all that was the same 3 power chords over and over again. It really drove me crazy.
No, No. I do.
But like old school metal, like Pantera is the shit. I love Pantera.
Okay, yeah, there you go. There's something that I do love is Pantera. Fucking Dimebag Darrell, rest in peace, always. But no. There's bands out like they're one of my favorite bands of all time. Their name is Era, ERRA. And they have some of the greatest guitar work, some of the best drumming work I've ever fucking heard, and just over like amazing lyrics that you can really like read and think about it. They make you fucking think on a lot of their songs, you know. It's fucking phenomenal work. But they scream a lot of their lyrics, and everything is really hard and heavy at times, but there's also melodic moments where the lead guitar goes off on a riff, just sounds really nice, you know. So if you like the actual musical aspect of it, go for it. Dude, fucking check them out. They're great.
Yeah, I will. Like, I sometimes listen to. There's this violinist chick on YouTube, and she just rocks that violin, man. I don't even really like violins, but she rocks that shit. I can't remember her name, but if I do, I'll throw it in the side chat.
Did she play like a Legend of Zelda thing?
Oh, yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember her name either.
She rocks it, though, dude. Like, that shit is badass.
She is really good. I will give her that. Fucking really good, but sure isn't definitive Okay. Jeez, that's so distracting. The messages just pop up at the top of my phone. I'm like, what?
Yeah, quiet. You can join back in, man. I think
Come on.
got there, and he was like, "What the fuck?" and he's done. But no, my buddy showed me her, and like, yeah, she could really rock that violin. And it's not even an electric violin, so it's not a fiddle. Like, this is just a violin that she's using. So, isn't that the difference, right? An electric violin is a fiddle, and then a violin is just an acoustic one. Or am I wrong there?
Ow! Those are two instruments that I don't if they are the same instrument, I don't know. I've never fucking played one before. I've tried my hand for about 30 minutes at a cello, and that's all I've got with those kinds of instruments. I was more of a percussionist, drummer, xylophonist, pianist, regular guitarist, and bassist. I can play those as well. But drummer overall, what my hands were.
Yeah, my son, he wants to be a drummer. That's what he's doing in school. Oh, God damn it, quiet.
It's fun. It's fun. You get quite the workout from doing that, too. And I've got a brother, he's like 40 times the drummer I could ever be, honestly. So, and he's
cool. Great. Yeah, I was never good at instruments, so I just went into the choir and I sang. We actually got to go down to San Fernando, California, and sing at Six Flags. So there was like over 1,000 people watching. That was pretty crazy. Probably the biggest crowd I've ever had. I don't even have that many subscribers. Shit. I just looked. Oh, we got one viewer now. I was going to say 0, but somebody jumped in. So,
hello, one viewer. Welcome to the stream. It's a shit show.
As usual. You know, it's the Redeye.
I don't see anyone, but hey, invite your friends. Give us topics to fucking argue about. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Argue about. What's the best brand of vodka?
Oh my gosh.
Best brand of vodka. Oh, that's a tricky one. Okay.
No. If we're gonna talk this, we talk whiskey. We're not talking vodka. We talk whiskey.
Well, no, I'm drinking vodka at the moment. If you want to talk whiskey, let's talk whiskey. I love whiskey. Does bourbon count as whiskey?
Yeah,
I can count it. I count it as a gentleman's.
I feel like Scotch, whiskey, and bourbon are
just kind of all in one.
All related.
Yeah.
The only scotch I had, I fucking didn't like, but I think it was bottom shelf shit. I really didn't like scotch.
I don't like scotch. It has its own aftertaste and it sticks on your palate. I don't know. Scotch is a weird one.
Now,
But when you get to whiskey, that's where it gets tricky.
now
Well,
I
the
am
most.
gonna.
Oh,
Wait.
go ahead, Pirate.
Oh, okay. I am gonna say something about whiskey. Don't you guys worry, but I got an honorable mention of a drink before I do, which is Captain Morgan's Private Reserve is fucking phenomenal. If you guys have ever had it, you know, you guys like the drink.
That's rum.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I'm going to talk about whiskey here in a second. I just wanted to say that too, just in case. If you guys have never had the Private Reserve from Captain Morgan, I have a bottle of it at all times, and it is a drink.
I had it once.
I love it. I fucking love it. It was really good.
It was good, but I had it on its own, and it was decent.
That's how I do it. Is I do it straight, and it goes down pretty smooth for rum, honestly. But it still leaves.
It's very smooth. I can't argue that. I'm just not a fan.
Oh man, I have a short story. The first time I ever drank spiced rum 151, me and my best friend were out camping, and we would each take a swig out of the bottle, and then we'd dump a little bit in the fire and watch it just, poof up. I don't know. That entertained us for 8 hours. Like, that's it. Like I said, a short story. It was hilarious. We were smoking a lot of weed too, though. That might have been why it's so funny, considering I wasted a shitload of booze that night.
Well, it burns better the more alcohol in it, so fuck it.
All right, so Quiet wanted to talk whiskey, and I do have whiskey on the mind. What do you think about Tennessee Honey Jack?
No.
No? You don't like it?
No. It's too sweet.
Right? Like 15,
that is 15%. A hangover.
Well, no,
dude, you just drink water and you're fine. Drink water between your drinks, and I promise you're okay.
Not with Jack Honey.
I've always been fine afterwards, but maybe that's just me.
No, the more sugar, it collects more water and no, I don't like Jack Honey.
So Quiet, that means you don't like Southern Comfort, right? I like the SoCo 100 proof. So 50% alcohol per fifth. And it's Southern Comfort, so it's really sweet, but it's not quite honey sweet. It's a different kind of sweet. Do you like Southern Comfort?
It's okay. I mean, Buffalo Trace is my go-to.
You know what, boys? We're talking it. We're talking alcohol, right? So we can't forget one of the most important drinks in the history of ever. Who has ever
had, and they're gone. All right. Yeah, just stare at the sky, Quiet. Like you don't know what happened.
No, I already know. That's why.
Oh, dude, I shaved my beard off today because it was like 107. I still have a goatee, but I shaved the beard. I was like, I'm done with this. Fucking hot as hell today. Anyway, what liquor is the most important?
Not the most important, but just like one of the biggest, yeah, for sure. Moonshine. Who has ever had homemade moonshine? Just straight up.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
never again.
Oh, it's good.
I love it.
No, not from where I got it. It was strong as fuck, and it took 2 shots, and I was wasted.
It burns the whole way down for like 10 minutes.
It's awful. Yeah.
Oh, you guys, I went to Sea Dogs. It's a pirate fair, right?
Oh yeah.
And they have and they have what they call firewater, which is habanero peppers in moonshine. And so one of the main guys there, I was hanging out with him for a little bit, and he gave me a shot. He's like, "Have you tried it yet?" I'm like, "No." And I took the shot, and only one little tiny tear came down. And he was like, "Holy shit, I've never seen anybody take that shot fucking that easily." Spicy. That burned, motherfucker, like all the way down. Habanero, I think, is the hottest pepper, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong.
Did they have grog?
Yeah, they did. Which is just watered down rum. Yeah, I drank that all night.
You guys ever had a Black Kraken spiced rum?
Once. Yeah, I was at a party, they had it there. Yeah.
I like me some Black Kraken. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good mix of rum.
Well, the most expensive whiskey I ever got, though, since we were talking about whiskey, was Jack Daniel's Single Barrel. It's $50 a fifth. I got it when I got my taxes. So.
Oh yes, I've had some of that stuff. Oh shit, falling over. Hang on. I've got so much shit in my garage right now. Oh god. Okay, so yeah, I've had that single barrel shit. It's fucking. I liked it. I really liked it.
Yeah, I made it last me 6 months. I just used it as a sipping whiskey. Pour a little bit in the bottom of my glass, and just sip on it for a little while. It was, it's just good, smooth whiskey. You don't want to drink a $50 fifth in a day. Fuck that.
Right. Right. Yeah. No. I keep that. Like I said, I keep that Captain Morgan Private Reserve, and that lasts me a good year and a half before I have to change. Get a new bottle, because that's how rarely I drink out of it. But fuck, it's amazing.
What about you, Quiet? What was your most expensive bottle you ever bought? And why you say that, I gotta go grab a beer. Well, if you're not going to say anything, then I can't walk away. I can't have dead air, even if there is nobody watching.
No, I was talking, but I forgot I muted myself.
Okay, yeah.
The most expensive bottle that I got, I can't really decide what's the most expensive bottle. But the most expensive shot I had was tequila, and it was $60. No, 65.
For one shot? Are you kidding me?
No, I wish I was.
Why would you ever pay that in your entire life, ever?
Well, okay, so Mad, on my 21st birthday, I did something kind of nerdy, right? And I had a line of shots called the Evolution shots, and they're all the evolutions from the game Pokemon, if you know anything about that. But that's like what they're themed after, and I paid a good about 110 on everything for all of the shots. Fucking great night though.
God damn, that's a lot of money, man. I go like when they have dollar tacos and $1.50 beers. Like you guys are talking about $65 shots. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm a cheap bastard. You heard it here first. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab a beer. God damn it. Now I can't leave. But yeah, I couldn't imagine paying that much for a shot of anything. Like Don Perignon or whatever the fuck. I got $65 for one drink. That is insane.
Oh man, me and Quiet, yeah, we're linked again because we're the only ones in the call anymore.
Yeah, I gotta go grab a beer, but a $65 shot at the bar is insane to me. Insane.
I wouldn't pay 65 for one shot. That is pretty fucking crazy. Mine was for a group of about. Oh shit! What was it? Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11 shots, 12 maybe. Shit, I forget how many there are. But they're like all these evolutionary stages of this Pokemon. I had a shot themed after, and I drank them one right after the other, right down the line. It was fucking great, dude. At the end of that, I had this like icy blue shot, right, and it went down so smoothly, and it got me to this just level of inebriation where I wasn't quite blacked out, but I was about as crazy as a blacked out person is. Yeah.
Oh God, I blacked out one time as a teenager, and I lost the wheel to my bike, right? And then like 2 weeks later, we're walking past this bush, and I just randomly, talking to my friend, put my hand in the bush and pull out the bike tire. Like, I don't know how it happened, but something in my mind was like, your bike tire is right here. Like, I don't know. It was crazy.
Dude. Yep. Nope. Repressed memories, man. I've had that kind of moment before, right? Where somebody I met while I was blacked out drunk at a party once, right? They came up to me and I said their name and I didn't recognize them at all. I was like, wait, how the fuck did I know who you are? They're like, dude, we met at this party over here. I was like, I don't remember shit from that night, bro.
That's great. I've always had the opposite problem where I know so many people. They're like, hey, what's up? Mad Dodge, we'll say. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? And they're like, oh, dude, I bought a dime sack from you like 6 months ago. Oh, hi. How's it going? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, no, I've had clients come up to me like, they're like, oh, dude, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, dude, I bought like an eighth from you like a while back. Oh, okay, well, you should get to stepping, bro. This is, we're in public. Fuck that shit right now. Go on. Get out my fucking face. That's how I am with that kind of shit. I don't like being out in public and people just like blatantly speaking of it when it's not completely legalized here. Or legalized where I was.
Well, yeah, for sure. Like here now, if you're some idiot trying to get around the taxes and selling weed still, you're not going to get just a ticket like before. You're going to get tax evasion because it's a legal thing in Oregon now. So really, you're just dumb. Stop. Time ago. Right. I have kids. I stopped a long time ago, but I did sell weed for about 10 years. So, I made a decent amount of money, enough to party and do what I wanted to do. But, yeah, the time for that is over. Get a license and sell it legally.
Right. No, that's what I'd love to do if I could ever get out to a place where it is legal like that. I would love to be a legal dealer. Because I believe it helps people. That would be fucking cool to be able to be a distributor.
Only thing I don't like is they have to put your name in a computer database. So if the feds do come in and raid, they have all the recreational people's names and their addresses because they use your ID to get your name. So I don't like that. That could be risky.
Well, if you have a medical condition, then you're good.
Even then, as long as you're not like illegally selling, you're fine. That's all it takes. Just don't sell it illegally. Get your license and do it the legal way if you want to do that with your life. If you've got the ability to do it, fucking do it. I wish I had the ability to do it. I'm floating out on the ocean. I can't do shit right now. I had to say fuck off America because, everybody was like, oh, we want Hillary. That's what I was seeing on the television. And I was like, oh, fuck that shit. I'm out of here. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to fuck with Vladimir Putin. That just seems like a bad idea.
He does seem like a hard ass, like the principal in high school that you didn't want to be sent to his office. You know what I mean? Right. Like it wouldn't just be a call to the parents. Like you might get shot. You don't know.
This is the one thing that I'm kind of pissed off about. People are like, oh, yeah, Trump has, allies in Russia. Fuck Trump. You see the two superpowers in one room respecting each other, and they're like, all right, let's get this shit down.
That's a
and
phenomenal
then the Democrats, what are you going to say?
Oh, no, I was just saying that is a phenomenal thing right there to have both Russia and the United States together at once, being, dealing with each other the way men should deal with each other, like face up.
And getting along.
Yeah. That's
and
a
people
great
are
thing.
like, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Yeah,
he's being allied with the communists. It's like so fucking what? It's not like their form of government is affecting our form of government now.
Putin isn't a communist. He isn't even socialist.
Right.
Why are people making a big fucking deal that Putin?
Can you shut the fuck up for a second though? Like for real?
Yeah.
We just put sanctions on Russia. Serious sanctions. So how about that?
Wait a second though, Wolf. Congress passed the sanctions. They have to be sent up to Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald Trump will approve those sanctions.
Do you think so?
Yes.
I don't. I think he's going to veto them and make Congress push their hand. They can pass them to override the veto. But if he vetoes them, then he forces their hand.
He just signed the fucking bill. Trump signs Russia's sanctions bill. Moscow calls it a trade war.
Okay.
So,
all right. Then he signed it. Okay.
Very true.
I stand corrected. As of earlier today, he had not signed it yet.
He's going to, but here's the thing. The owner of Russia, the boss, whatever the fuck you want to call him, the only person that he showed respect to. So if Trump wants to put a law on Russia, okay?
No, not okay. It's stupid. But anyway, continue.
Well, I'm just saying, Putin actually patted Trump on the back.
Fuck Putin. Fuck him. Yeah, fuck him.
Okay.
Fuck him and China and North Korea. Fuck them all.
Okay.
We all forget that Vladimir Putin led the KGB. We all conveniently forget that.
I never forgot that.
I never
but that's
forgot,
not relevant
and
anymore.
I don't care. KGB was a great tactical force.
That was their version of the CIA. So do you discriminate against former CIA agents?
The KGB, I think, did a lot more than what you got. I don't know.
I believe that Vladimir Putin is trying to do what's best for his people. That's why
I believe Vladimir Putin is a piece of shit.
You are both allowed to your opinions, and we will leave it at that. Can we get on something else so we don't get into a rage match?
I don't understand. Like, Ronald Reagan would be turning in his fucking grave.
Ronald Reagan.
I hate Reagan. I don't like him.
Neither do I, but still. Ronald Reagan understood that Russia was a threat.
Why? Ronald Reagan said the third leg to the stool of republicanism is the libertarians. I like Ronald Reagan. He was a friend.
Ronald Reagan sucks. However.
Yeah, Reagan was shit. Eisenhower was a pussy. Whatever.
Hey.
Dude, wait.
I love Ronald Reagan and Family Guy.
Okay, fuck Ronald Reagan.
Wait, just by that
when he was punching the McDonald's
presidents, Teddy Roosevelt and FDR, right? That's your favorite, or maybe Abraham Lincoln. We'll throw that in there for quiet.
No, I hate all of those people, including Lincoln. He was a spineless coward. No, Jackson and Nixon are my favorites.
Whoa, Nixon? Tricky Dick.
Oh yeah, Nixon.
Yeah. Nixon was totally better than Teddy Roosevelt. I forgot.
Hey, I like Roosevelt, but Nixon had his shit together, and even though he was a racist and very, very angry, he did a lot of great things for public, it was fucking foreign affairs. He was great.
Dude, he started the war on drugs.
My weed.
So, do you want to inject yourself with fucking drugs? Like, yeah, feel free. That's up to you.
That's okay. Well, that's not how he felt. He felt that the government had to crack down on that and send you to prison where you can get drugs even easier and stay addicted and learn how to be a criminal.
My drugs.
And why is that bad? You push off the stupid people.
What?
People learn.
My drugs.
Drugs.
Don't take
my drugs.
Wait a minute. Quiet just said.
My heroin.
Quiet just said it's good. Said it's good to have the industrial prison complex, and I'm the idiot in this conversation somehow.
Hey, you want to privatize everything? You want to privatize? You want a private prison? Come on, dude.
Oh, you keep boiling it down to that. That's not what we're discussing, Wolf.
Well, my favorite president is Jimmy Carter. Not really. That was that was a fucking joke. I
like
don't.
Teddy
Oh,
Roosevelt. He was my
God.
favorite.
I slap you.
Riley.
Nixon was a good president. People just look at the scandal. Guess what? Nixon was also great.
Well, this
Clinton
day to be
was also great. Guess
She's screaming in here, right?
What?
What, the voice inside your head? Yeah, probably.
Clinton was good as well, but, he had a scandal, so people just, he's bad. Okay. He had someone suck his dick.
Okay, first off, full disclosure. As a kid, I was like 8 or 9 years old. I wrote Bill Clinton a letter telling him, I was like, I think it's messed up that they keep bringing your personal life into politics, and I support you. I got a handwritten letter back from Bill Clinton that I had on my wall for years. But that's not why I don't like Bill. Because of don't ask, don't tell. The Democrats are totally switched on now, and that's horrible and discriminatory, right? But he got away with it. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talked about it when Hillary was running, for God's sake, when she helped him set it up. Also, Black Hawk
Don't Ask, Don't Tell was a bipartisan effort. I don't agree with it. However, it was a bipartisan effort.
That Bill Clinton pushed, correct?
Yeah, you're right. Okay. You're absolutely right. But it was still a bipartisan effort, meaning he was trying to get a Republican favor.
No, and that's fair. But then you have Black Hawk Down, where we were in
Black Hawk Down. Black Hawk Down.
We were in Somalia for no apparent reason and got our helicopter shot down, and how many troops killed?
Rangers and Delta Force. Rangers and Black Delta Force.
That is who was killed. You want to talk about that for a minute? If you have more, I only saw the movie, really. So
I've got the book. I've seen the movie. It's fucking phenomenal story of a battle, but it is really fucking messed up. That is one hell that I'm glad that I didn't fuck going through that.
Yeah, he had that happen. Right. He was giving guns to Osama bin Laden. I mean, come on. Bill Clinton was not that great of a president, all right? Now that I'm an adult, I can see that. As a kid, I idolized him. I sent him a letter. I got one back. I thought it was awesome. But as an adult, he wasn't that great.
I just kind of think he was the spineless jellyfish in front of us, like when it came to Hillary taking the reins. Is when she took over, things like Haiti happened.
Well, no, if you look at it, he raised police, and then got crime down. How is that not a thing? He is the only Democrat to raise in fucking central cities. Oh my god.
No, I don't think anybody's disputing that Bill.
Shit.
Hey, look, I don't think anybody's disputing that Bill Clinton did some good shit while he was in office, but he also did some bad shit that, you know, kind of, and I guess in Mad Dodge's opinion, the bad shit outweighs the good shit. I think he was a decent president. I'll give him that he did more.
Decent is a good word.
It was the last time we had a fucking surplus.
Well, he also didn't have to work with a recession, so fuck it.
That was the
No, it was the last time we had a surplus, and yet fucking George W. Bush touted that he was gonna,
you're right.
So I mean, come on, he was like the last one.
No, you're right, but Wolf, it was the tech bubble, and then it burst during George Bush's first year in office, even before 9/11. It burst, and everything went belly up. I said 9/11. What, am I that stoned? Did I slur my speech? I apologize.
11.
9/11.
Now watch this drive.
Exactly. Thank you. God damn.
Yeah. Over my head, I guess.
Yeah. Ow. Okay.
No, but that surplus was not Bill Clinton. That surplus was the 90s internet boom and the bubble that formed during it. It's economics, not the president.
Riley.
Yeah.
Did that just shut everybody up? Was it that good or that bad?
No, I was getting my dog. I was gone.
I think.
But all right.
I think W got.
Or do you guys want to just exit out and have a private chat? There's only one person watching, and if you want to keep going live, I'm down. I don't care.
Let's keep going.
I don't give a fuck.
We started.
All right.
Let's do this shit.
Yeah, then we'll keep going live. Yeah, we'll keep going. So anything else on Bill Clinton, or do you guys have something else you want to talk about? I do believe, though, that was the internet bubble that burst in 2000. I do not think it was Bill Clinton that helped the economy. I think it was the bubble that formed from low internet regulation.
I would rather think of it as he didn't have a secession, and overall his politics in-house was good. So him raising, more police, giving money to them, we had a great drop in crime because he added more police.
Quiet. All right. You want to talk about a drop in crime? All right. What's his fucking name? In New York, Giuliani. He instituted rules like you spit on the sidewalk, that's a crime, so they can search you. And then when they searched you, they found a dime bag of weed and they arrested you.
Oh my God, my drugs.
No, listen, wait a minute. Now crime went down, yeah, because they were enforcing stupid laws. Like you can't spit on the sidewalk and checking everybody. Is that the type of country you want to live in?
No, I don't. But at the same time, when you add more police and crime goes down, then yeah, I think it's a positive. Would you rather have home break-ins or people being fined for spitting on the street, which is the law of the county?
If the people own guns, then the home break-ins are going to end badly. So, if it's to protect my right to spit, then I'd rather protect my right to spit than have the incursion of the police.
You do know spitting on the ground in the 1800s was illegal in front of a woman.
You do know in 1800s they had slavery. A lot of things change.
Okay, so you want less police?
I would like less laws. Therefore, we keep the current police amount, and they can enforce the good laws, like no rape and no murder. All right, not spitting on the sidewalk or having a little bit of weed or what have you, crystal meth for all I give a fuck. You know, like seriously, it's not their fucking problem to enforce those laws against us. That's ridiculous. The laws they should be enforcing are ones that hurt people. Property crimes, rape, murder, stealing, which is kind of a property crime. You see what I'm getting at?
Yes, I do. And give me just one example of someone who isn't a full-on addict that doesn't end up doing one of those things. You can't use me.
What do you mean? One person that uses drugs and they don't go and steal?
No, I'm saying
I was gonna say, unfortunately, I happen to have friends that do stupid shit. And I check the police records to make sure they don't get locked up because we don't talk a lot. But as far as I know, they've never robbed anybody for their drug habit.
Are they an addict or recreational?
Honestly, I wouldn't know anymore. And you guys will be right back. But yeah, I'm talking about a good friend of mine. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know how exactly he's doing. But I do know. Sorry. There you are. But no, who I'm talking about is one of my best friends. I haven't seen him since I moved out of Junction City up here into the middle of nowhere. He doesn't come up here to see me. And when I left, he did have a drug problem. And it probably has gotten worse. I haven't seen him in half a year. But as far as I know, he doesn't go and rob people for it. He works and does whatever to get his fix. Which he doesn't shoot up or nothing. I'm not talking crap about my friend. But problem. And he should probably stop. Which I tried to get him to come to my house so he would stop. You know, I isolate him from the other druggies. But you can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. Which means also, to that effect, the government can't help somebody who doesn't want to be helped. Get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, if someone is breaking the law and they get caught, I don't care.
Yeah, but the simple fact of being high is breaking the law.
Yeah.
So is that what you don't care about? So your marijuana, you should go to jail for it?
No, I think marijuana should be not.
What makes our enjoyment of marijuana any more moral than somebody else's enjoyment of cocaine or crystal meth? What is the difference, really?
Well, mostly violent crimes. If you're jacked up on cocaine, you're more likely to headbutt someone in the nose.
No,
and crystal meth, I've done that. You're probably going to hurt someone as well.
No, that sounds like the freaking, the weed.
Have you done crystal meth?
We're live on air. Do I really have to answer that? And that should answer your question.
I will go down on the record that yes, I have done crystal meth. And I will guarantee you, if someone pisses you off, you will headbutt them.
I wouldn't guarantee that. First off, children are on Adderall, which is crystal meth in pill form.
No, it is not. That is an amphetamine. Crystal meth is a different.
Methamphetamine. The meth part is because they have to alter it to create it because it's illegal. If it was legal, it would be the same exact drug, sir.
No, it wouldn't.
If they legalized it,
it
would be the
really
same thing.
Wouldn't.
It would be safer, and people might get addicted still, yeah. But they wouldn't have to steal for it if it was legalized. So you go to the bar every night after work. That doesn't cost you your job, right? But these druggies, they try and work, and then they go and party, and then that costs them their jobs. So what are they left with? Crime. Root of the problem the fact
being
that it's
drunk
illegal.
also can get you fired. I've seen
if you're
it
drunk
happen.
at work, if you're drunk at work for bloody
No, just over drinking, depending on whatever fucking corporation you work for. There is no time, not one, where if you take crystal meth, there is no violence. Give me one example about crystal meth that was just like, hey, I'm Gandhi and I'm totally awesome. Just one. That's all I'm asking.
Dude, all the people that don't get arrested for it today is that example. No, you're picking out the people that fuck up.
Really?
Just like the drinkers that
all
fuck
those
up.
white fucks that make crystal meth and take it, they never go to prison.
I can't say that. But you asked me for an example of people that don't go all ballistic. I give you my example. Everybody who did it today that wasn't arrested.
No, I asked
I'm
one
not going to
person.
give you names. I would give you my friend that I was talking about.
Give me a link. Give me a link of someone that did crystal meth and got off with absolutely nothing. If it's a court case, then
Pirate, come on,
bam.
you can at least say something here, like seriously, where like not all drug users are criminals.
Pirate's not gonna jump in because he knows I'm right.
No, not all drug users are criminals.
But you know, guys, how many topics, how many political, how many drug use, drug related topics, how many of these are we going to hit in this music stream? Well, find out after this ad from our sponsors. Hi, do you have feelings? Do these feelings get in the way of logical thought? Do you often find yourself autistically screeching while other people are trying to talk? Well, if you do, then we have just the cure for you. It's called Shut the Fuck Up Tea. You take your tea bag, you put it in your nice cup of hot water, right? And you just let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then you stir it around, and you take a nice big sip, and you shut the fuck up. And there you go. All of your problems are solved. We have them in new flavors. We have them in lemon, honey, chamomile, and cunt. And, you know, order online now at www.shutthefuckup.com. Thank you. Okay, back to the stream. Okay, you guys go.
God damn
it. No, and that message was brought to you by the Pirate Nation. This has been another commercial.
How can anyone not like that one?
So the cunt flavored, how much does it cost me for that?
Well, that is a bit extra because that's a seasonal blend. We have to harvest it, you know. We only have a certain amount of time during the year, about 3 months time during the year to harvest. Oh,
thank God! I was hoping you would go to periods.
So yeah, you know, it'll be kind of pricey. We generally place a box of 20 at about $35. So you get 20.
Sign me up. Donate to my Patreon, and you might get a free box of cunt flavored tea.
just type in the code Mad Libertarian or 50% off.
Also, I honestly have to bring this up. I love how we can disagree and still be friends. Like, the amount of stupidity that vomits out of all of our mouths, we still get along.
That's good. I thought you were going to say that comes out of my mouth. I thought that was going to be targeted.
No, we all vomit shit. It's our own.
I was already
opinions.
Going all autistic here. Start screeching.
No, but I do enjoy that we don't just, you know, fire off on each other when we disagree. We're just like, no, the idea is stupid. You aren't, but I have to argue.
Hey, I'm pretty stupid when it comes to a lot of things. I don't get involved politically in a lot because, you know, like I said before, my politics is piracy. What do you want? We don't have people in suits, okay? That doesn't fucking happen where I live now. All right, it's just not that way. So I don't understand the whole getting together and meeting up and having to talk about fuck all while there are actual important issues you could be discussing. I mean, I swear, we're in such a deficit to China, and yet here, like I know this is a while back, and this is reaching a while back, but America is in deficit to China, and what does Congress waste its fucking time doing? Deciding how loud a fucking commercial is allowed to be on television. That's what they produced during that time. Is fuck you guys. What the hell are we paying you for?
Yeah,
Hey,
we have
wait a minute,
actual.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, Mad.
No. To be fair, that shit was obnoxious. You'd have your TV jacked up to watch an episode of Sons of Anarchy or something.
Okay, but
and then the commercial would come on and it just blares you out of your fucking house. I hated that.
Okay,
shit.
but Mad, hear me out. If they would have done that on top of come up with some form of plan, idea to get us out of this deficit, then I wouldn't give them shit. I would be like, by all means, you're in meeting. Why not knock that also out of the way while we're handling a big issue? That's fine, but it doesn't need to take up all of Congress's fucking time deciding how loud a fucking commercial needs to be, okay? They can suck a dick.
Yeah, for sure, dude. You're totally right. I'll just say that shit was obnoxious. I hated it every time. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it was in response to the one that happened in the Super Bowl, right? Yeah, I remember that. It was fucking loud and obnoxious as all shit. I do agree. And like I said, if it wasn't the only thing that got produced out of that one big congressional meeting, I wouldn't be so mad about it. But that's literally it. A fucking law and a commercial. Fuck that.
All right, so I have a question. You guys. Huckleberry cookies with 17.8 THC or White Rhino with 12.4 THC. I got a load of new bowl. I have two different kinds. What do you guys?
By the way, I'm a pussy when it comes to THC, so do what you want.
Go White Rhino.
All right, White Rhino. Okay, the cookie one is the last one I had, so that works.
Dude,
anyway,
White Rhino is one of my favorite strains, man. No shit.
Oh, dude, it was on the budget shelf at the shop yesterday.
Dude,
so,
okay, I'm not a stoner. Can we get out of this? I have one question.
Go for it.
So, Ben Shapiro, thoughts, and also, oh, god damn it, now I'm blanking.
Thoughts on what exactly?
His policies, but I was blanking on the other one. It's not Milo. Oh, Dezor.
Here's the thing about Ben Shapiro is, sure, he argues for certain policies. Sure, he debates this and that and the other, but that's the thing, is he's just a pawn for debating, enemies of his agenda that he advocates for, right? So I really don't have much of an opinion other than I find him very conservative, and that's not always the best route for me. I agree with a lot of conservative values, but there's also a lot of liberal values that I agree with too. So, I'm somewhere in between on that shit. And so Ben Shapiro I can agree with on some things, but on other things I don't. That's all I've got about it.
From what I saw in the debate with Chink or Sink, however you say his name. I hate saying his name because it sounds like a slur. Chank? Is that how you say it? Like, I'm tired of it sounding like chink, like a slur. I don't want it to sound like a slur.
No, it's Jank.
Okay, anyway, the Teletubby. Yeah.
Also, I'm not asking about the Teletubby. I'm talking about
I know, Ben Shapiro. Oh, Ben Shapiro. I was getting to him. I saw that whole debate, and really Ben came off to me as a right-leaning libertarian, almost at the line of libertarian and Tea Partier. Seems to fit in my personal belief. So I kind of agreed with him during that whole debate. And I'm looking forward to watching more of his videos, which I haven't. He wasn't really on my radar until recently. So I look forward to learning more about him. And I would not want to debate that man. I'll debate you guys all night long. I'll debate any other YouTuber. Hell, I would love to debate Sargon, for God's sakes. He'd probably tear me up, but I would love to do it. Now, Ben Shapiro, I'm not going to. I'm not doing it.
Wait, Matt, I've gotta stop you right there, because probably doesn't do that any justice. He would definitely tear you an asshole. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sargon of Akkad would just obliterate you, man. I'm just saying this because I'm an honest kind of guy, and I like to give you the straightforward truth about shit. Sargon would destroy you.
Oh no, but it would be fun.
It would, yeah, I agree. That would be a cool fucking thing to be able to debate Sargon. No lie.
Yeah, no.
If you ever get the chance, I'm not saying don't go for it. I'm just saying you don't stand a chance in hell. That's all.
Yeah, but Ben Shapiro is even worse. Like Sargon is like the atom bomb. Shapiro is like the H bomb. I don't even want to fuck with it. Like Shapiro would fucking. I probably wouldn't even be able to talk. Like, I get half a sentence out, he's just tearing me up. Like, Sargon would let me talk. He would let me, like, I saw him argue with a socialist. So I know I would be able to talk. But
Shapiro would let you talk. There's no way. He would probably interrupt you here and there, but he would definitely let you get what you need to say out.
Yeah, and that tear me a new asshole with it.
Well, yeah, for sure. Like I said, he'd probably interrupt the entire way through, but he'd let you get your thought out at the very least, and he'd fucking argue with it. That's how he does. That's what they're all about.
I do think Sargon and I, and maybe even Ben Shapiro and I, would agree on a lot of things. There would be a few things we disagree on, but I think a lot of it we would be on the same page.
I think that Quiet and I agree and disagree on a lot of things, but that's just because we're humans and that's what humans do, right?
Well, fair enough. I'm just saying, even Sargon says he leans libertarian. So, yeah. I mean, that's where I'm coming from. I wasn't doing that generalized bullshit like you just alluded to. I had a point to what I was saying.
I get along well with Irate Bear, especially after he voted Pirate Party.
I've never had the pleasure of speaking with him, but I have watched his stuff a lot. So
I've only gotten the it's nothing like big. I'm not like, I don't talk to Irate Bear personally. I've only chatted with him in comments here and there, but nice dude. He's a really nice guy, and I get along with him pretty well. So, like, I agree with a lot of what he has to say, and like, even when he was like, a lot of people were giving him shit because he was thinking about being a vegan or something like that, and maybe he went through with it, maybe he didn't. I don't watch every single thing he puts out, but I do.
Oh man, Quiet, you're like the suicide pill to my streams, I swear.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah. No, Quiet is like the suicide pill to my streams. That's what I just said.
Yes, and like I said, now I'm the one that's linked to him again. It never fails. It's just destiny. Me and Quiet.
Well, I know it's not me because I was on that stream earlier and nobody dropped out. We were all on computers.
Well, it's just weird that
Google
Hangouts, because it's definitely not my internet that's doing this. It's got to be something to do with Quiet, because I'm only ever dropping out whenever he does now. I wasn't dropping out before. I was perfectly fine before, and then, somewhere along the lines, I started dropping out.
Which is no.
It was after everybody left.
I have a few seconds where I have to fill dead air. That's about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Quiet, come back, man. It's all good. But continue with what you're saying, Pirate.
Yeah, get on here, Quiet. We can deal with it. No worries. What was I saying? Something about...
We were still talking about Ben Shapiro and stuff like that, if that jogs your memory a little bit.
Nah, it doesn't. Whatever. I lost the thought. It wasn't important. Quiet, what did you just send us? Is this more porn? We don't need it. Quiet. Quiet.
I wish. It's not.
Quiet. Dun 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 dun.
No,
dun.
it's not porn. But if it was, I would admit. If you want porn, I can send it.
No, please. I'm very good, thanks.
Really? I like a lot of trannies. I can send you trannies.
We're golden.
I'm good on it all in general. I've got porn of the Pirate Queen, and that's all I need.
Fine. Fuck it. Anyway, one of you look at it and post.
Okay.
This guy is fucking awesome.
Should we flip a coin, Pirate?
Oh no! Oh no! You can have it. You can just have it.
No, seriously, look at it.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Screen share it. Oh, you can't. You're on a cell phone, huh?
Yeah, I was about to say that's not happening.
Yeah, okay. Damn. All right.
No, seriously, it won't bite you in the ass.
So, any other good debates? Have you watched any other good debates, Quiet? Other than like Ben Shapiro and Sink or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I've listened to a lot. Which debate do you want to look at? Give me a topic.
What debate were you thinking, Pirate? Not to cut you off, Quiet, but he said yeah also. So.
Oh, no worries.
I had just recently seen oh shit, who was it? It was motherfucker. I forget. There's so many damn YouTubers, and I'm looking at some shit right now. I can't think. Everything's all jumbled. It was fucking Cog and somebody else. I finally watched a debate between him and not Ask Yourself. I was there for that live. Damn it, who was it? Anyways, I watched Cog debate somebody. It was fucking good. It was good. They both kind of went at each other pretty decently. I think Cog kind of ended up coming out on top really in the end. A lot of points got conceded to him. So
interesting. How long ago was that? Because I'm subbed to Cog, so I'll go check it out.
I'll have to look at it, and I'll just try to find the fucking video and send it to you.
All right, cool. Yeah, Quiet. I don't know what topic of debate, just good political debates that you've seen recently. I watched one with Christopher Cantwell and Adam Kokesh. That was really interesting because Cantwell has gone full freaking white nationalist, and Kokesh is a minarchist, like we were talking earlier in the stream. So it was a really interesting debate.
Abortion, Quiet. There's your topic.
I'm pro-choice, but at the same time, I'm pro-life. So if someone's like, oh my God, I got knocked up, I need to abort this thing. Well, maybe try putting a condom on and not being a slut.
Yeah, maybe try having a little bit more dignity in the bedroom or something, And people are like, "Oh, that's slut shaming." It's like, no, fuck you. That right there is a cop out. That right there.
It's not slut shaming. If you got knocked up, have the baby. If you don't want it, put it up for adoption.
Do you want Wolf in the stream? Because this is how you get Wolf in the stream.
Nah, she'll just get.
That was a good Archer reference. Come on.
Is she watching?
Though, wrap your tool.
I think she is the only viewer we have right now. Is her? Yeah. But no, with the whole abortion thing, I just thought that was funny. Like, do you want Wolf in the stream? Because this is how you get Wolf in the stream.
But seriously, I don't have a kid. I wrap my tool. I don't even have an STI, STD. I'm safe with sex. So if you go on, what is that fucking thing? I don't know, that sex app that's not Gay Grinder. Come on, one of you know it.
Dude, I've been with my old lady for 5 years. I don't even know what apps are out anymore.
Yeah, I really don't, Wyatt. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're just in a realm of territory that I have no knowledge of.
I don't know. There's a application where you can swipe right or left.
You mean Tinder?
Yeah, that one. Thank you.
Yeah, I know that one because of the stupid fucking commercials.
Oh my god, but yeah, like 80% of the women in there are like, I have a kid, a beautiful child that is my life. And it's like, oh really? Why are you on Tinder then? You have a child, how about you work?
No, they're hunting. They're hunting for somebody to take care of said child. Come on now. You know why they're there.
You know, a friend of mine and I, when we were younger, I can't remember which one it was. It definitely wasn't Tinder because Tinder wasn't out. But we got onto one of those dating sites on a fake profile to see what it was like because people were like, "Dude, you guys got to check this out. It's hilarious." I was like, "Okay." We found all of these profiles of these like really just white trash girls, right? That said, "Oh, my enjoyed activities are mudding and trucking." And all of this bullshit. I'm like, oh, mudding, trucking, those are activities, like recreational activity. You consider okay? I mean, that's cool.
They are. It's actually fun, but when they have like 2 or 3 kids and they're doing that, I'm like, don't you have something better to do, like taking care of your kid?
I'm not saying
single, it's fine.
I'm not saying that going and doing like those like mud drag races or going around and even just like splashing around in dune buggies in the mud or something isn't fun because that is fucking fun. I'm not lying about that, or I'm not like saying that. However, this is a dating website and this is what they've listed under their like, activities. It just seems like why? Who's attracted to a white girl that looks like she's on meth that puts mudding in her list of preferred activities?
Well, first off, it's probably a bot because a lot of bots are on those type of sites. Second, a lot of rednecks love mudding, dude. I mean, come on.
I have nothing against that. I have nothing against that. I don't have anything against because I've done it myself with my cousins. We've taken fucking ATVs out mud and we've taken dune buggies out mud and we've taken my second youngest, not second youngest, the cousin that was born right after me, basically. I'm the oldest out of my generation in my family. But the cousin that was born right after me, we took his truck out and we've been mudding in that thing plenty of times. And I'm not denying that it's fun to go and do. It is. You catch air. It's a blast. However, it's just the fact that they're putting it on their dating site profile. It just throws it off for me. I'm like, no, that doesn't come across as an attractive thing to me. That comes across as like, okay, I mean, that's neat, but is there anything else you like to do? If that's the only thing in your list, for sure. There were a lot of them where that was like the only thing in their fucking list. So I want a country boy and I like mudding. It's like, is your name Frank? do you have a big old baseball bat or baseball of chaw in your fucking lip? Like fucking A.
Yeah, for sure. No, it was funny. We were getting kicked out of our house. And so we went to the empty field right next to the house and just got drunk as fuck and spun cookies all day long. All the neighbors came out because we were in the middle of town. So All the neighbors were on their yards just staring at us, and we're just yipping and hollering, listening to Kid Rock and shit, fucking spinning cookies. It was good times. We actually nicked the tree and crunched in part of the front end. Hooked up my Jeep. We put a fucking chain up to the truck. And I got in the Jeep and I put it in reverse, and they got in the truck and put it in reverse. And we did some redneck auto body and fucking fixed the dents. Yeah, with the whole neighborhood staring at us too, drunk as hell. It was great. The cops were never called, by the way, not once. They must have enjoyed the show.
I had a 4-wheel drive little Dodge Dakota. And me and some buddies of mine, we met up, and there was this place that I used to go out to just kind of like, drift around in, because it was always muddy. It was always fun to just like, do a big old drift around. And I go in to do that. They're all in the car, and suddenly the spotlight comes on, and you hear this announcer or this announcement coming over this PA, this loudspeaker saying, "You are trespassing on construction property. The authorities have been alerted." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Oh fuck!" And so I just sped the fuck out of there. I was gone, man.
Oh god, dude, that brings up. All right, so we were in my town when I was in high school. We had a curfew. It was 10:30. So it's like 1:30 in the morning, and we're all running around drunk, and we're cutting through a car lot, guarantee. And we see a cop, and we all duck and like roll underneath the cars, right? And he just goes on the loudspeaker and goes, "Go home, you idiots." We're totally busted. We thought we were being sneaky. Nope. But there's like 10 of us. So could you imagine being the cop? You're sitting there eating a sandwich or something, right, on your lunch break. And you look over, and there's 10 kids just fucking disappear underneath cars as soon as they see you. It had to be funny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't. Because no real cop is going to bother with something like that. They're just going to be like, "Look, get the fuck out of here. Go. Stop fucking around." That's going to be it. Like, even when they get caught with things like weed, a lot of cops in a lot of areas tend to just be like, "Look, you don't need to be doing this shit, at least not out in public. Get the fuck out of here with it. Go."
Oh, dude, you're right. We were stopped with beer all up in our jacket pockets and our pants. Like, we wore Jinkos, all right? I'm 32, so, it was like 03 when I was supposed to graduate. That was right around when Jinkos were huge. We would have our pockets stuffed full of beer, and the cop stopped us, and he just pats me once and goes, "Is that beer?" I'm like, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. He's like, "Go the fuck home." Like, get the hell out of here. And that's the good thing about a small town. Now, in the inner city, that wouldn't have happened.
Oh, no. Actually, quite the opposite. Man, let me tell you, man. The inner city, you can get away with a lot more. A lot more. You just have to know how to go about it. It's a game. You just got to know how to play the game. I promise you. I grew up in East Point, Atlanta. This is a fucking straight up ghetto. Was one of the only white people. I was a part of the only white family in my apartment complex, and I was the only white kid in my school for a very long time. And it was, it was normal for me. And when I moved out to a place like Texas, where it was predominantly white and there were completely different attitudes, I had no idea what the fuck to think. I was like, why isn't anybody talking about boosting a car right now? Boosting meaning stealing, if you don't know, carjacking. Something. Or why aren't we talking about fighting somebody we don't like right now? Because that was a normal thing to me. And everybody was...
No, for sure. I got arrested twice for Grand Theft Auto. At home both times because they didn't have any proof. The first one, we borrowed the car.
Okay, I've got to say, fuck you, Mad, fuck you, Quiet, and fuck you, Pirate. I heard it all. Fuck all y'all.
I know.
Fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all.
No, I thought it was funny.
Why?
Do you want to get Wolf? Do you want to get
This is how you get Wolf in here. Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you, motherfucker.
Why are you saying fuck pirate? What did pirate say?
That you asked if I was watching. You asked if I was watching.
Okay. I was is she watching right now? I didn't know. I didn't know if you were watching.
Dude, I'm fucking with you. Calm down.
Pirate totally called me a cunt.
Quiet, smoke a bowl.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. I was just fucking around. Calm down, guys.
I know.
But Pirate, I know what you're kind of talking about. I moved from Baldwin Park, California, to Junction City, Oregon, when I was 8.
Oh yeah, but that was fucking drastic change.
Yeah, no, and years later, I was in an interview, and they're like, "Oh, you lived in Baldwin Park?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he laughs and goes, "Oh, you were the last white boy to leave, huh?" Literally, like that was in an interview too. So like, holy shit. So I know what you're kind of talking about. Now I was only 8 years old. I wasn't a teenager yet. I'm sure I would know more if I was like 13 when I moved. You know what I mean?
Right. And there's also this big stipulation that there's a lot of like fucking racism in the inner city, which I guess there is among the older generations. But when it came to the younger crowd, like I had friends the entire time. Like I never had a problem with my skin color, except like with a few of my friends' dads. That's the only time my skin color was ever a problem with anybody, and it was never even a big problem. They just wouldn't talk. They wouldn't acknowledge my existence, really, and that's all it amounted to.
I had one issue. In my apartment complex, I was best friends with African American, I guess, kid. You know, me and him were best friends, and I got beat up by a bunch of Mexican children because he was my best friend. So that's a fucking
race war. Yeah, that's a race war right there, friend. You got fucked.
Yeah, and I was one of the only white boys around, but like I don't know. He one day his shoes were all messed up, and I gave him some shoes, and he got shit for it. And then the next day, I got beat up. And I don't know. We were kids. You know what I mean? Like my cousin got in a fight with him. It was a big old fucking bullshit. But yeah, that's the only racism I saw, and that was me helping African American or black kid, however you want to put it. So I thought that was interesting. That the Mexican children were the ones being racist in LA at that point.
Yeah, but when I moved out to Texas, though, I found a lot of, not a lot. Okay, I won't say a lot because that is kind of fucking exaggeration right there. But I found much more compared to what I was finding in Atlanta, racism towards black people. So like I was approached by a couple of students at the school that I moved to right off the bat, asking if I was a, N-word lover. And I was like, dude, what the fuck did you just say to me? Like, dude, really? Really? Oh, okay. Okay, well, fuck you. And I just walk off, right? I didn't want to fight because I fought so much in my old schools. I got expelled from one school, and I was like always suspended from another one. It was fucking ridiculous.
I just literally got what you were just saying. Like, what is an? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a couple people actually ask me that straight up, and I was like, dude, fuck you, man. Like, because I literally just came from a world where all of my friends were black or Hispanic. I didn't know white kids for the most part. I knew two that lived 3 blocks down from me, and that was after like 4 years of living there.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah. And people, I've been called racist too. That's the funniest bit about it, is I've been called like racist towards black people by random idiots online. What do they fucking know about me? I understand that, but so it just cracks me up when somebody calls me a racist. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Because I don't support Black Lives Matter. That's one of the dumbest fucking movements I've ever seen to happen in the history of the United States ever.
Well, yeah, and I don't support Richard Spencer. He's a fucking idiot too. Yeah, exactly. They're two sides of the same coin. They're two extremes.
I don't think Richard Spencer is a Nazi. I think he's just a fucking moron.
No, he's a Nazi.
Does he have
Nazi? He's trying to be the new.
No, seriously. Look up what he said about Jews. He's a fucking Nazi.
I mean, I don't know that much about the guy, to admittedly enough. All I know is that what I've heard him say, I had never heard him say anything that led me to believe he was a Nazi, that he was a white supremacist. Yeah, he did kind of give that fucking vibe off pretty.
No, he's definitely a neo-Nazi. You know who's not a neo-Nazi though? Is that Augustus Soul dude?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he's kind of like Richard Spencer, except he's not fucking retarded. And doesn't get punched in the face.
Yeah, do you think Richard Spencer deserved being punched in the face like that?
I'm sorry, no. I thought it was hilarious.
I do find it hilarious.
I laughed my ass off.
Hilariousness aside, do you think he deserved it?
It depends on what he was saying. I don't know what he was saying.
We saw what he was saying. He was talking about a stupid Pepe fucking thing. He didn't say shit.
If he was inciting someone, I mean, I would say he deserved it.
No, he was talking to somebody else entirely, and just this random fucking Antifa person, I believe, just came out of nowhere and fucking decked him.
I fucking laughed my ass off. I'm sorry. I don't agree with it necessarily, but it was funny.
It was funny. I watch
people I watch stupid ass videos where people fall down when they're skateboarding, and I think it's funny. I mean, come on.
Oh god,
I'm a fucking loser.
I can't watch that shit. Or when they're on the rail and they fucking hit their nuts. I can't watch it. No.
I used to skateboard when I was a kid, younger.
Yeah, so did I. And yeah, I can't watch that shit. I've seen too many friends get broken ankles or get the fucking rail to the nuts. Oh, no.
Man, I fell once.
For life.
I dislocated my shoulder. That shit was fucking crazy.
0 for life.
I did a manual for like a block and a half, and then I lost it and just bounced my head off the pavement, and I was dazed for like half an hour.
And
that was about the best thing I did. I was just a fat kid on a skateboard.
I got a slight clothing sponsorship from Zero. It was just where they would send me free merchandise to wear, but it was something.
I liked Independent. I was very much into Independent and Hookup.
They were good. Yeah. Their boards were really nice.
I miss the Hookups, man. I still have one of their boards, man. You couldn't break them fuckers. I like Independence trucks, though.
I hated Flip. With a fucking passion. Their boards were so easily broken. Try to board slide down.
Was all right. I like them too.
Yeah, but I always skated on Zero. My brother had an Element sponsorship, and
I loved Element. My wife likes Element too.
Yeah, Bam Margera was a pretty big name around our family.
Bam!
Yep. Jackass is one of.
You cried, yeah. Where they put the snake on him, and he starts fucking crying. You crying, man? Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
No, fuck you, man.
Oh shit! I loved. If you ever got to play the Tony Hawk's Underground 2, I believe it was. There was
that's bringing it back, bro.
Dude, there was the scene in that where they had the bull in the fucking hotel room, and Bam snaps it on the ass with a fucking rubber band, and it just goes wild in Phil Margera's fucking bedroom. That was priceless.
My God.
One of my favorite scenes in any video game ever. That just had me laughing my ass off.
I'm still a huge fan of Jackass. I will put in the movies occasionally.
Oh yeah, they're fun to watch every now and again.
I watched the latest one with my dad, and when all the dick. I'm sitting there with my dad, because my dad and I used to watch it when I was a kid together, Jackass.
Yeah.
And all the dick, man. I'm like, oh my God. It's like I went to see Bruno with my dad. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Well, I didn't know there was going to be like a 50-foot dick on the screen. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
The funniest part of that movie was the picture of him holding up the baby on the roller coaster. I laughed my ass off when I saw that. Like, I was literally in tears because I didn't expect it. I was just like, oh my God, he's on a fucking roller coaster. That's and it looked fucking legit too. It looked like one of those roller coaster pictures. That was fucking great.
What I thought was great was how he made fun of gay culture. I was all about it.
Oh yeah, he did it pretty well in that.
Oh no, he fucking nailed it. It was great. I'm like, yes, thank you. All the stereotypes, all the stupid, like when he goes through the cob goggles or whatever. I haven't eaten cobs in 10 years.
He's got the fucking like midget strapped to him or whatever the fuck it was. The fuck? This movie, it was so awkward to have to watch around a big group of strangers for me. I was just like, oh my gosh. I don't know what to do here. I'm like, damn. Do I laugh or do I cringe?
Yeah, but the whole Jackass thing fell apart after what's his name died, right? They all went their separate ways. Yeah.
No, it died because everyone recognized them.
I think it went downhill after Dunn died, though, really.
Well, they're talking about doing it.
Bam went through a lot of shit after that, right?
Yeah, well, Bam needed to go to rehab since fucking, like, the second movie. And same with Steve-O.
Yeah, Steve-O. Fucking that crazy bastard.
I mean, they showed him fucking cooking, I don't remember what it was. It was like meth or some shit, cooking it in a microwave. And I'm like, you guys, can we talk about this?
Are we just gonna ignore the fact that he's doing this right now? Oh, okay, all right, whatever.
Just let it go, right?
Right. Yeah, no. When Ryan Dunn died at his funeral, I believe Westboro Baptist was there to fucking protest it, and Bam looked like he wanted to go over there and just wreck their fucking shit, and I would not have blamed him if he did.
Yeah.
I think he should have. I think he should have just went over there and just started socking him up.
I would have if I was there. I would have been like, no, fuck this. I'm going over there. Fuck them. I would have at least gotten in their faces and been like screaming at them at how much of like sacks of shit they were for doing all that. Fuck those guys.
Well, and Dunn was Dunn gay? Why were they there?
Because they sucked dick.
I didn't think Dunn was gay.
They're not. No. It doesn't matter.
Well, I thought that's what they cared about. I thought that was their big issue.
Dunn to them promoted a lifestyle that was not something that they agreed with, and so that's why like they found him like to be an iconic kind of figure to go and fucking it was a publicity stunt on Westboro Baptist part. That's what it was.
They do that shit all the time.
That's why they hold up the signs that say God laughs at dead troops. No, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck everything about you. Don't you dare go and say nothing like that. I really wish I would have come across some of those guys coming back home from in the airport or something, because that would have made my day.
Well, you don't want to get off the plane and punch somebody in the face and go to jail. So I don't think it would have been a day.
I don't think you know how Pirate does things, man. If you piss Pirate off enough, punching you in the face is like the first go-to.
That violates the NAP, man. Non-aggression principle.
Shut up.
Pirate.
Shut up.
The non-aggression principle can eat my shit in certain scenarios.
Yeah,
I do believe there's a line. There's a fine line, and they cross that line at every fucking turn. They make a point to do it, so I'll make a point to show them the consequences of crossing that line. I don't mind. I really don't. I don't mind the jail time. have no issue with that. Yeah, where did Quiet go? He's awfully quiet. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, and my wife's TV show is in the background. I
looking
tried to
for
save
my
it.
fucking dog.
Oh,
What?
that rat thing you have?
Do you have a rat dog, Quiet?
No, I'm looking for my pit bull. The rat dog is I can't even call it a gift. It was given to me by my dead grandmother. Inside. My pit bull, however, is outside. I'm trying to get to her.
It seems like you need to play a good old rousing game of euthanasia with them.
It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up, man.
Leghorn.
Fucking call me into this shit. Let me be quiet.
Bloody hell.
Damn.
He just out-pirated the pirate.
No, I don't give a fuck about you guys. I want my dog.
Oh, well, go find your dog, bro. Damn. That was a little harsh, though. I don't give a fuck about you guys. You just get cancer and die.
Well, I wouldn't give a fuck about you either.
Well, honestly, if you're going to be literal, yeah, I don't care if any of you die. Well, what's really wrong with that?
No, I find nothing wrong with that. I just put a bold statement. Hey, good on you.
Okay, let me ask this question. Who cares if I die?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be a little sad if you died.
Wait, if I found out Quiet died, I would pause and be like, holy shit, I like that guy. He was cool. I would do a whole video about you. And yeah, a little memorial stream with Wolf where we could cry together. Yeah, fuck you, Quiet.
Yeah, so something not important. If I die...
and the stream would be monetized.
If any of you die, I'll be like, yeah, they were cool. But honestly, none of us give a fuck about each other. We've never met. We've never drank.
No, for sure. Quiet. Chill out, man. Go find your dog, bro. Chill.
Well, I'm trying, but you guys are giving me shit.
I wasn't giving you shit.
What?
I just wanted to know where you were. That's all, dude. I'm sorry.
Quiet. Go find your dog, bro. It's cool.
So what's the best pirate movie you've ever seen, Pirate?
Oh, good lord. It's kind of hard. That's a hard one to place because while I will admit to loving the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean series, if anything, just to watch Johnny Depp run around as a drunk ass Captain Jack Sparrow, and yeah, it's entertaining. But I think I'd have to get back to you on that one. Yeah.
All right. I don't know if that's a whole genre. I think that's an adventure genre, but we'll hit adventure soon.
Pirates alone is not a whole genre. That's more action adventure, maybe even fantasy. You would consider it that.
I don't think it would be fantasy though.
I think Pirates of the Caribbean would be. I think
Caribbean is definitely a fantasy film. Because
a small spoiler for Saturday's stream. I plan on not having any Lord of the Rings movies in my list. So I'm going through all the old movies I watched.
Well, good, because they're gay.
Well, I do like the second one, I think. Siege of...
They're gay.
I don't remember what the place was. I'm too into Game of Thrones. Storm's End popped in my head, but that's Game of Thrones.
Wolf's just setting it up. She's going to troll us all. At the very end, she's going to list The Hobbit as her favorite.
No, I'm not. I'm Randall. No, I'm Randall in Clerks too, okay?
Oh, you're going to make some nerd puke?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to make some fucking nerd puke. I made fun of Lord of the Rings so hard, some nerd puked. I need Elias to clean this up. That was a good movie.
Yeah,
So-
you know, all I have to say about that movie, pussy trolls.
They're real. They're fucking real, dude.
And
even-
also, that donkey show was fucked up. Kelly is supposed to be a girl's name. That's all I'm saying.
Well, obviously you missed it because Kelly can be a guy's name too.
I know. Yeah, I know. He said that. Yeah. God, I almost like the first one better than the second, but it's really close. I also have Mallrats, Chasing Amy, and you know,
I didn't
have
like
all.
Mallrats as much. I didn't really get into it.
Oh, really?
Oh
You didn't
my
like all the comic
fucking
books in there?
god!
Did you find your
I
doggy?
now believe in the Mandela effect.
I believed in that for a little while.
The fuck is that?
It's
Mandela
Berenstain
effect.
Bears.
Ah,
It's
fuck,
Berenstain
someone
Bears,
explain
not
it.
Berenstain Bears.
Shut the fuck up. What is the Mandela effect? What is that?
The Mandela effect is someone that. Oh god.
Okay,
When
I
did
think
Mandela die?
Nelson
In
Mandela.
the
Do you know about Nelson
90s
Mandela?
or
Yeah, I know who
2000?
everyone knows who Nelson Mandela is.
Okay. So there are people that think that he died back in the day, and there are people, and apparently he died in the fucking 2000s or some shit like this, right?
Instead of the 90s.
Yeah. So there.
I let my dog out 2 hours ago.
Okay.
She's lying on my bed.
Maybe you're just really drunk.
No, unfortunately, my mom, who I live with, saw my dog leave with me. So
Maybe she snuck in somehow. You know, there's some possibilities there. But
that is true.
Wolf, to give it to you like this, where you would best understand it, it works along the lines of how BioShock Infinite worked. There's like, yeah, the alternate realities, and apparently
there's always a lighthouse. There's always
yeah, there's always. That's
dude,
all the
that
stars.
fucking game, dude. The end of that game blew my mind.
Oh, it was amazing. That was fucking phenomenal.
Couldn't believe, like, I have never been so aghast, taken aback by a game before. That was the coolest shit ever.
And the DLC just
great. Oh, I love Burial at Sea. I thought that was brilliant.
Yep. That was a great fucking game, great fucking DLC. Everything about it was amazing. If anybody watching has not played BioShock Infinite, highly recommended. Go get it. Get a fucking life, you scrub.
Yeah, really. Get good, scrub.
No, I hated it. I didn't get very far.
What? Quiet.
This is how you piss off a wolf, man.
Let me.
Okay.
Yeah. There is that. Beware of dog.
Dog.
Okay. Beware of Wolfie.
Yeah. Do you want to piss off wolf? Because this is how you get a piss off wolf.
Okay. I'm pissing off wolf.
Okay. Cool.
If you didn't get to the end, you didn't get the full experience of the game.
No, I started off and hated the gameplay and the story was boring, so yeah, fuck me.
This
a bitch.
But that's just it, is you didn't get the full story, Quiet. You didn't. The story is you have to play the fucking game to get it. It all I can't say anything. I can't be the spoiler.
The gameplay sucks.
It doesn't.
No.
No,
it doesn't. Yeah, explain. Explain your reasoning.
Okay, you have buttons that shoot slime. You have buttons that shoot. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm already done. How many of you guys finished Metal Gear 3 Snake Eater?
Yeah.
Wait. Repeat that name.
Snake Eater.
Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh yeah, I played. I don't know if I played 3. I know I played 2 for sure. And I played the more recent one, which I didn't care
Oh
for.
my god, Phantom Limb and all that shit. Just burn it with fire.
Yeah, that was
not Metal
bad.
Gear. I hate it.
Okay, there was a
Died
pause
with
there.
Metal Gear 4.
Okay.
So
Not to backtrack it too much, but the Mandela effect wasn't only about Nelson Mandela. That's why I said the Berenstain Bears thing. There's
it was about
that.
his pussy.
Yeah.
No.
Different thing.
There's how you spell Berenstain Bears is totally different now, which I agree with that because I remember it being different.
What the fuck are you
even
talking about?
The Ford logo is one of them too.
Yeah, no, and
Is what?
Star Wars. Okay, Star
But
Wars. Darth Vader says, "Luke, I am your father." Right?
No.
Is that what he says?
No, I am your father.
Yeah, no, it's always been "No, I am your father." I don't believe that's one of them. I believe that's just a highly misquoted
What are you
line.
talking about? No. Like the Ford logo? What about the Ford logo?
Okay, the Ford logo on the F, the capital F, there is now this like little curl thing on it, right? There was there. We've had Fords. I've had them growing up.
Companies change logos all the time, though, or changed what they,
No, but now
well, you see,
it,
I thought the same thing, but apparently, there's a guy that went into a Ford store and said, "I want an original logo Ford thing that came on my truck." Okay, and the guy pulled out the quote unquote original logo at that time, which was the same exact damn thing with the curly F, and that was not the original logo. It was a straight line fucking F, and I also know that this straight lined F thing existed because I've seen a picture of somebody's one of the parts in an old Ford truck that had the original logo engraved on it.
So where's the curl at? So no curl on the F?
Yeah. There's no curl on the. It's on the smaller fucking horizontal line of the F. There's a curl on it now, and there was never that.
But I'm looking at an old picture of a water pump, and indeed, it does.
Yeah, but that's what the Mandela effect is apparently doing, is it's changing things. It's making them look, because the guy that went looking for his original logo, apparently he happened to notice that the logo had changed on his Ford. He said, "That's not what was originally on my car," and he never changed it himself. This is, of course, this is all word of mouth. This is all just theory, but the theory is that like the Mandela effect right now is changing these things, like the Berenstain Bears and the Ford logo. The Luke, I am your father, I don't believe is one. Like I said, I've always known it to be "No, I am your father." I remember arguing that in the 90s with other children who would say, "Luke, I am your father." I'm like, that's not the fucking line, you fucking tards. Like, stop.
Yeah, but Ford has changed their logo a couple times. They say the same thing with Chevy. Even I'm a Chevy person, and they've changed their logo a lot. Like the bow tie, they've changed it a lot. I promise.
Okay, but that's the thing. Is like there are, you can argue against it in a lot of instances. Like you said, the Ford changed their logo. All right, there's a fucking argument against it. However, there's still the running theory that something is changing, and what a lot of people say is it's some sort of supercomputer that's able to fucking change the shit. It's pulling things from different realities and making them so.
Okay, I don't think. I don't think logos.
So my argument would be it'd be more like the multiverse theory and two universes touching, and they would swap like that. You know what I mean? That would be
Because
string
Chevrolet
theory.
used to be spelled out on that bow tie. And then they changed it, I think, in the 60s, where it was just a bow tie.
No, but what he's saying is the guy was looking for the original logo for his truck, and they gave him a different one at the dealership where they had them filed away.
He said that the logo that was on his truck that he never changed himself, he never once did. He said that it changed from being just a straight lined F to this F with a curl on. That's apparently one of the Mandela effects going around. Two of them, if you look them up, there are a lot out there. That very,
I don't know, Brad, what do you think?
they make you think.
I
don't
just
know. I don't even know what
one
the
in
topic is.
the personal chat. Fruit Loops. Look at it.
The Mandela
Oh, yeah.
effect, Brad? I don't know. Have you heard of it?
Oh, the whole deja vu bullshit.
No, where they change logos or something? Or
No,
No,
it's like
deja vu
you
is
think you
you
see
see
something and
something
it's
before it happened, and you're like, "Oh no, what the
that's deja
fuck?"
vu.
Yeah,
see.
that's what he
I think
said.
it's just.
Deja vu.
I just think it's people freaking out over stupid shit.
No, it's wrong memory. So freaking out over stupid shit is irrelevant. It's a collective of people remembering something that isn't.
I don't understand. I'm sorry.
So how did
There's
all these
also
things
another thing.
Paranoia.
Well, it isn't just logos that people think are like being affected by this. They think that there are people legitimately affected by this.
Like Elvis is
Like
alive or something?
no, like
Like
how
the name of the effect, Mandela.
or well, yeah, that too, and also like how they're
People
Holocaust.
thought Mandela died in prison in the 90s, and that wasn't true. But they remember seeing that, so now there is a conspiracy theory of the Mandela effect. It's not true. It's
Weren't you the one
memory.
that brought it up? And now you're like, me and Pyra are idiots because we're arguing for it, kind of. Screw you, Quiet.
Well, I don't know either way, but I do know that mismemory is a thing. If I were talking
A
to you
collective memory,
and
though,
told
a million individuals that live in different places all have the same memory, and they're all wrong. How?
Okay,
Give me an example
give
of
you
that.
an example. If
The
I
Mandela effect is the example of that. There's millions of people
Oh
that
my
believe
god,
Nelson
you're
Mandela died in
cutting
the
me
90s.
off. Let me tell
No,
you
I'm not. You
something.
can go ahead. Wolf asked the question. I was answering it. Go ahead, Quiet. Sorry.
If I were to come up and tell you, hey, watch this 30-second video and tell me what you know about it. And then I book it out of the room and put another random white dude in there. And then they look back and they're like, okay, I saw all of this. Guess what? You're talking to another white dude and you had no idea that we switched white dudes. It's a thing. No one cares. It's what you're paying attention to. So, if you're told Mandela died because he got sick, okay, cool. But because he's alive, or was alive, you're like, oh, I remembered that wrong.
So,
It's called blindness.
so did Mandela die in 2013 or no?
He
Well,
died
he
in
did in this reality.
2013.
Because I distinctly remember it being a big fucking deal when he died.
Yeah.
It was only a couple years ago. But people are
Yep.
saying that he died back in prison in the 80s.
No,
Yeah,
he
and
got
they remember
sick
it
in the
being a
80s.
big thing back then.
They also try to use Holocaust deniers as evidence for the Mandela effect. I'm not really sure how well that plays in. Like maybe these people are from a reality where the Holocaust didn't happen. That's what they remember. Who the fuck actually knows? We fuck with so much shit that we don't actually know about. Like, fuck.
Well, when you look at quantum mechanics and string theory and the multiverse theory, anything can and has happened as far as they're concerned.
Yeah.
And quantum physics, you could be in two places at once. Your atoms can. Your atoms on a molecular level are in two places at once. Watching them, they don't necessarily do anything. And they're not necessarily there. Quantum theory is insane, dude. So when you completely disprove the Mandela effect, that's not really possible because we're talking about the multiverse theory. You walk out your door and you turn right, in another universe you turn left, or you went straight, or you didn't leave at all. Everything you could have done has happened as far as the multiverse theory is concerned.
At that point, it's philosophy. If I slapped you in the face, did I slap you or I did not slap you?
Well, and technically, as far as quantum theory is concerned, you never even touched me. The impact of the atoms radiating from your hand touched me. Just like I'm not sitting on my computer chair right now. I'm kind of hovering above it, and the atoms are just reacting with each other.
Schroeder's cat.
Okay, no. Schrodinger's cat, yes. Schrodinger's cat.
Oh, thank you.
Schrodinger's cat. Yeah. My wife is absolutely obsessed with that shit.
Currently, you are looking at your computer. Are you not, Mad?
Yes, I'm looking at my computer. Yes,
I
am looking at my computer.
Then you were looking at your computer. There is no box covering you. You are you. You are looking at a computer and you are talking to us. Therefore, the box is lifted. It's done. The cat,
but on the molecular level,
the poison can drop and kill, or has not dropped and won't kill. But both are probabilities because we haven't lifted the box.
No, and I've read about that experiment, and it's all crazy shit, just like the multiverse theory. And that's what it is. It's a theory. It's not proven. It's just insane to think about. And we were talking about the Mandela effect, and that's a way that they could connect and actually make it possible.
Well, then give it proof. I read somewhere that some girl was driving on a road with her friend, and she was somewhere that she has never noticed before. And it was so weird that she decided to turn back and go around. Why didn't she just stay there?
Well, theoretically, she did, and she also kept going and everything else. So theoretically...
Oh my god, if I was lucky enough to go into that realm, like, honestly, if I was in her position, I would have kept going. Doesn't matter if you die. If you can get into a multiverse by randomly driving, why wouldn't you just stick with what you're doing? You now have more experience than anyone else. And, more importantly, you're driving outside of your reality and getting into another one. Why wouldn't you continue? Hey, let's see this. Oh my god, you want to pack a gun? Give me $1. You put down $1 and they're like, What the fuck are you trying to pull? Call the cops. Call the government. Let's get this shit going.
What are you talking about?
Is this stream hard to follow? Are you having trouble understanding what the fuck Quiet is saying? Well, then you need pot. That's right, pot. For sale behind the local gas station.
Kidding. Okay, fuck it. Fine.
Oh, come on. That was a good commercial. We need those segues. Matter of fact, Pirate, as soon as I get my software and I start making real videos again, I want you to interrupt in the middle of one of my videos with one of those commercials. It'd be fucking epic. I'm just saying, that'd be great.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. I don't mind at all. Not quite. I'm just giving you shit, man.
Are you sick of politics?
I'm already looking it up. Don't worry.
No, but Wolfshot, do you think there's any whatever? Do you think
validity?
String theory? There you go. That's a fucking kind of a word. Anyway, do you think there's any of that theory or the multiverse theory? Do you buy any of this, or do you think it's all hooey for the people up at Berkeley?
Well, my wife's she's obsessed with the string theory and Michio Kaku and the universe. She's like in Schrodinger's cat. She's like balls deep into that multiverse shit. She can explain it to me better because I can physically see her with the crayons drawing for me because I'm fucking retarded and I don't really pay attention when people talk to me about this shit because I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't pretend to totally understand it, but I have read a couple books, so I try and sort of, grasp the initial concepts at least.
I mean, it sounds interesting, and I do think it's possible. I mean, the galaxy is essentially, for all intents and purposes, infinite to us. Like, because we can't reach every corner. Not yet, anyways.
Well, no, and how are we to know it's not? Yeah, and how are we to know it's not a multiverse? Like, what they say on the History Channel, soap bubbles in a bathtub. The universe pops up, one leaves, one comes, they join together. You don't really, we as a species don't really know how this works.
Yeah, so I think, I think it's within the realm of possibilities, and they're trying to replicate they're getting closer apparently to trying to, prove a multiverse. I don't know, according to Stephen Hawking, there is one. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Are you talking about the particle
I believe
collider?
in the multiverse. I don't think we can accidentally get there.
Well, I don't think we have the technology for it yet.
No, we don't. But we also can't accidentally get there. And there's people that's saying, oh yeah, I was driving down a road and,
I think we have to have a conscious effort to get there, in my opinion. It's like Event Horizon. You know what Event Horizon is, right? The movie was good, but that theory is real. Or the principle is real. You draw a straight line, you fold it, and the 2 points meet. That's Event Horizon.
I love Event Horizon. It's a great fucking movie.
Did I just blow everyone's minds with that? What he demonstrates in the film.
We dropped out.
Oh, okay.
No, we dropped out.
Do I have to say it again?
No. What have you seen fucking 40? Is it 40K that's set in that same universe?
Who?
Shit.
What?
I think it's called 40K. There's something else that's set in the Event Horizon universe in it. It's pretty fucking good. It's been so long. I'll have to look this up for you. But if you liked Event Horizon, you'd like this too.
Well, I was just saying that the theory is, or the principle that he shows in the movie, where they fold air quotes they fold space and 2 points come together. That's real. Well, it's a real theory, anyways. They haven't accomplished it, to my knowledge.
Like, like they fold space in together and like make 2 points, and they travel to that point that they've made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's Event Horizon.
Okay, the man from Torrid.
The fuck?
Oh, I've heard about that, and that shit is crazy. And I would like to know your guys' thoughts if you never heard about it. I could pull up. Yeah, it's insane. Quiet. Tell them what you're talking about.
Okay, so the man from Torrid, he's at an airport. He has literally no confirmation of him. He's like, no, I'm from Torrid. They're like, okay, place Torrid. And he's like, it's right. Oh my God. No, it should be right there. It should be right there. There is no Torrid. There has never been Torrid. But he has a passport. A true passport that says Torrid. And no, wasn't there.
And it had
what
quiet.
they lock him up and he disappears.
No, quiet. Just a second. I didn't want to cut you off, but you left something important out. So this passport, the way they knew it was a true passport was there was multiple stamps from Japan and America, Germany, all these other countries.
That's very true. He's been to many different places. Japan being one of the main goals. Literally, look up Torrid.
And yeah, they put they were like, what the hell? And they put him in that hotel room and had guards outside. And literally from the 3rd floor, he disappeared. He vanished without a trace.
Sucks to be him, right?
What the fuck am I listening to?
No, seriously, look up the man from Torrid.
The man from Torrid, he just disappeared off of a 3rd floor.
Yes, he did.
He didn't jump from the window. He wasn't abducted. He literally just disappeared.
No body.
This shit's like 1408, man.
Damn.
No, honestly.
Yeah,
dude, have you seen that
video and link it?
Did you see that chick who freaked out in the elevator and they found her like 3 days later in the hotel's water system?
Alyssa?
Yeah.
Wasn't her name?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
what
they had
the
no fucking clue how she got in there.
And was never seen again.
Some fucked up shit, man.
Yep.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of weird shit, but the Mandela effect, I don't truly believe. If you can jump through dimensions and universes and stuff like that, then sliders, I don't know.
Well, a running theory as to why this all started is because there was some sort of cataclysmic event in 2012 in our original world, right? And so they moved us to a world where
Jesus, like the
cataclysmic event didn't happen.
Is this like the Matrix, man, where we're all plugged in?
I guess so. Yeah, there is a running Matrix theory. Yeah, that's total garbage to me, but the one about like ripping through into a different like reality where this cataclysmic event didn't happen and we all survive. Like I could see that being
okay, so the Matrix isn't possible, but that shit.
Well,
I have to believe the Matrix.
Matrix is plausible.
Doesn't Elon Musk think the Matrix is what's happening? That we're all plugged into a digital world, right? Isn't that what he said?
I mean, I really like the. Okay, so you've seen the Matrix trilogy, the whole thing, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Have you seen the Animatrix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loved
Yeah,
it.
I own that.
There
also.
is
Especially that kid that jumps down, from school.
Oh, the glitch.
Like
The glitch.
oh,
That's what
God.
it's called.
That-
The one I'm referring to is called God, the Renaissance. It's that 2-part where they show what led up to the machines revolting. And we blocked out the sun because the machines depended on the sun, so we blocked it out, but they didn't give a shit because they figured out how to bypass that.
So ultimately, to try to defend ourselves, we ended up fucking ourselves.
Oh yeah, and the machines came back and was like, look, we have you guys by the balls. You either do this or we're just going to kill you all. So they just set us up in the Matrix. That was the agreement. It's a pretty boss-ass episode, dude.
I would have went all Terminator up in that bitch. I would have been John Connor.
You don't understand. Like, just watch it. It explains it far better than I do.
Oh, no, I've seen it, but I still
think... Those 2 particular episodes, though, is like a prequel to The Matrix.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just saying, I think the Terminator...
I'll be back. I'm going to hang up. I'm going out for another cigarette. But this time, I'm letting my fucking dog out, so we're not getting this argument.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too. I'll be back soon, internet wife.
Okay.
I wish I had that much vodka. Anyway, moving on.
But yeah, I thought that The Matrix was brilliant. I don't know. I really enjoyed the cerebral.
I like The Matrix. It's a good story. Yeah. But I think that there would have been something noticeably up if we were in The Matrix. I really
What do you think? What do you think deja vu is?
What about the Mandela effect?
No, that's what the Oracle says in the first movie. She's like, "What do you think? Deja vu is? It's a glitch."
Oh, I know. But we were talking about the Mandela effect. That could be a glitch in the real life Matrix.
It could be.
And ghosts could also be a glitch.
Have any of you ever seen a ghost, or do you believe you have? I will come out first to say I have.
I'm pagan, so I believe it's possible.
I've seen something fucking freaky, but whether it's a ghost or if it was just like fucking Schmeagol from Lord of the Rings, I'm not really sure. But it was fucking scary as shit. I ran the fuck away.
I think you're freaky, and I like you a lot.
Oh, please, no, not Diane. Where?
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I've seen something 2 or 3 times, and I've always gone towards it. And actually, me and my buddy were working in a field, and we saw a mountain lion, and he almost pissed himself backing up, and I'm walking towards it. I'm like, there's no way that's really a mountain lion. Walking to get a better fucking look at it.
Well, if we ever needed to know, if Mad Dog is retarded or not, here's the proof.
Well, I didn't get eaten. I got still here.
Well, a broken watch is right twice a day.
But yeah, it was pretty stupid. I did have my beer in my hand, so yeah, that might have something to do with
it.
You make legitimate, like, I don't know, people having legitimate experiences that, I don't know, far less legitimate, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say.
What do you mean? It was perfectly legitimate. I walked towards the mountain lion. It's the damn truth.
You were inebriated, my good man.
That is true.
You fucking lobster.
But there was also sightings of mountain lions all over. The city was Monroe that I was at the time. It's just a little tiny town outside of Corvallis, Oregon. And so it was a mountain lion. It was living down in a thicket right there by the field. Came back with a shotgun later, and it was nowhere to be found. It moved on. we were gonna shoot the fucker with buckshot. That was our plan, but it was gone.
That mountain lion would have fucked you up, boy.
Oh, buckshot to the head. I think that'll do a good trick on a cat.
Claw to the throat. That would do a pretty good trick on a human.
You're a dick, pirate. You're like rooting for the mountain lion, placing bets and
Dude,
shit.
They are dangerous motherfuckers.
They
Don't
are.
underestimate them. They are crafty little pieces of shit.
They are pretty fucking boss, I will say.
If you just like, here's the thing. If we
You ever
just
hunt
sat
one,
here
man?
and sold it, like, oh yeah, just grab your shotgun and go out and shoot a fucking mountain lion. It's just that easy. No, it's not that easy. You better be aware of where that fucking thing is at all times. That's rule number one. Know where it is before it knows where you are.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it had moved on. We spooked it when we saw it when we were working out in the field. So yeah,
And that'll generally be the case too. Yeah. It's not hard to spook them away. Don't go like charging headlong at one. That's fucking retarded. Yeah.
Oh, when I say I went towards it, no, let's be real. When I say I went towards it, I took 3 steps.
No, let's be real, but I could see you running full force at a fucking goddamn.
Oh, you think so, but you don't know. I wouldn't just.
I do know. I do know.
I'm not gonna get eaten.
Have you ever hunted any big predator? Any apex predator?
No, I have had bear tags and stuff when I bought my tags, but no, I haven't gone after them. No.
I've been grizzly hunting. Grizzly hunting's fun.
I've only done black bear, but
grizzly is fucking freaky, like, honestly. Especially if it gets stormy, you're just kind of like, oh man, if this thing gets to drop on us, we're fucked. We're just totally fucked.
Well, the kids aren't allowed to play back in the woods behind our house because supposedly there's a mountain lion living up on the bluff right behind our house. Like I said, we're in the Cascades. So, yeah, I wanted to go out there with my bow and just scout it out and see if I could find signs, but the wife said it's a bad idea. So.
Your bow? Are you fucking insane?
We live in a trailer park up in the middle of nowhere, but if I fired off a firearm, I'd get kicked out. So it would have to be a bow with a broadhead.
If you fire off a firearm in defense of yourself, of a mountain lion, I'm pretty sure they're not going to fucking kick you out for that. I'm pretty sure they understand.
If I'm going up to where they say it is and stay away from it, then they will.
Well, yeah, like I said before, don't go for a fucking mountain lion. That's just a retarded.
Dude, it's 100 yards from my house. 150 yards up on a mountainside, just right outside of my house. Like, it is a danger to the kids and our animals.
Is your house fenced off?
Nope, it's wide open.
Well, there's problem number one. You need pretty damn high fence for an area like that. And even then, you might want to take some more preventative measures. Maybe like an auto machine gun turret or something. I don't know, man. Fuck those things. They are. You're right to say that is a danger to your kids. And, maybe you should get together with the people in your community and vote to do something about it. But go as a big ass group. Either run the damn thing off or shoot it in the fucking head. But go as a group. Don't just go up there by yourself with a gun and think that you're going to be able to, take on a mountain lion if it comes down to it. You're in its territory by that point.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why I haven't gone back there. But yeah, it is ridiculous because the kids play outside and stuff, and they can't even go walk through the woods. That's why I live in the woods,
Woods are dangerous.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I have gone hunting, and my son turns 13 next year, so he gets to go hunting for the first time. So we're probably gonna go try and get an elk and have a good time.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I've never been elk hunting before. How is that?
Pretty much just like deer hunting, but you have to drag a heavier animal out. It's good to take a four-wheeler.
So just more of a pain in the ass. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, and they can go pretty far after you shoot them. You know, you might be going a couple miles following that fucker, just like a deer, but maybe even further because it's a bigger animal.
Is elk meat worth a damn?
Oh man, it's good shit. Maybe sometime I'll send you some. I don't know how it works to send food through the mail, but yeah, elk meat's good shit.
Yeah, I've never had that. Oh damn.
Even if I don't bag it myself, we have a butcher shop that carries it. So.
Oh yeah. Well, that would be cool to get to try. I know I've gotten to try buffalo or bison burger, something like that. It's fucking great.
Oh, the steak is better, man. You should try the steak.
Oh yeah, no, I've wanted to, but I haven't ever gotten the opportunity. And yeah, no, I've heard that it's fucking phenomenal. I like venison burger and venison steak. That's one of my favorite meats. Deer meat is fucking phenomenal. So.
Yeah, and elk pretty much tastes the same, I think, in my opinion. Other people might say different, but I think it's pretty much the same.
Well, then I'll most definitely fucking love it. We've got a guy, a local dude around the town in Texas that I lived in, and he would make this deer sausage, the summer sausage with cheddar and jalapeno in it, and it was amazing. A slice of that on like a townhouse cracker, you were set. It was good. Such a good little snack.
Oh yeah, I used to get like a smoked sausage, but it was bison. It was like buffalo sausage. It was fucking dank. I can't find it around anymore now. I don't know who carries it around here, but it was good shit.
Yet.
But yeah, it looks like everybody dropped out. Should we end it and just bullshit in after chat?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it works.
All right. Well, thanks everybody that watched and will watch. This was Mad Dodge Productions. I'm the Mad Libertarian, and have a good night.